And one question, besides your academic work, what would you point out as your interest and passion, your hobby? You've written a lot about wineries and visited many of them, and as Plato said, nothing more excellent or valuable than wine was ever granted by the gods to man. Can you tell us something about this subject?
Sure. I became a wine drinker before I was able legally to buy or to drink wine in New York. And as soon as I was legal, at age 18 then, and so this would have been 1965. You can figure out how old I am by doing the arithmetic. I began buying wine in maybe the best place in the world. London and New York were the best places in the world to buy wine at that time. And the US dollar was very strong. So I could get at a very reasonable price. I didn't have a lot of spare money, but at very reasonable price, I could get the best wines in the world. I became especially interested in German wines, although I drank the best of France. The best of Spain, the best of Italy were harder to find, but the best of France and the best of Germany were available in New York. And you could get great wines, wines that now cost many hundreds, even thousands of dollars for prices now that seem impossible to believe. There's one wine in particular, Burgundy, that now costs probably $12,000 a bottle. Even before it's bottled, you have to put your money down and they'll bottle it and you'll get one bottle. That wine was available for $22.50. There's a very great white Burgundy that now costs at least $800 that you get for $13.68. That's a funny amount, but I remember that. New York State had a controlled price on alcoholic beverages, including wine. And so $13.68 would buy the Montrachet de la Viche, bottled by Joseph Drouin. That now, again, before it's even shipped from France, will cost $700 or $800 at least. So I could learn all the best wines. And since I had studied German and was studying German as my required second language second modern language at Fordham, I wrote to German winemakers and invited myself to visit them. And I was first over there in 1974. A very good time to be there, but why it was such a very good time to be there is a long story that you don't need to tell. In short, the 1971 vintage was one of the greatest of all time, and the wines were available for tasting when I was there in '74. But also, there were some good people around whose acquaintance I've made and whose sons or daughters I am in touch with now. But wherever I go, wine tourism is important. The first time I was here, Ksenia Gajansky arranged for me to visit Fürst up in your country, and we visited a winery there. That was a long time ago, 2010, 2011. Serbia is making some great wine now. Every night I have some.